So let's get reaction to that. We are joined by the Public Servant Association's Mr. Madimetja, Mautla. Mr. Mautla, a good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us. And this is staggering numbers that we're looking at here, and just, initial reaction from the PSA. But we're talking about possibly 3.9 billion rand that is being lost to ghost workers. And we're looking at, dates that go all the way back to 2021. I wonder if we actually are tallying things appropriately, or if we could have an even bigger problem than what was presented to Parliament today.
Good evening, lady, and good evening to the viewers. Indeed, it's a very shocking revelation that we hear from the Office of the Auditor-General. And this problem did not start yesterday. It's not something that we woke up today and found that it's a new problem. The problem has been there, and we should blame the accounting officers in all government departments and parastatals and all organs of state for allowing this thing to happen over years unabated. It shows that there is a generally lack of accountability from the accounting officers, because you cannot be managing a budget and paying monies to people that do not exist at the expense of the jobs that could have been created for the people of South Africa, and the number of public servants that should have been increased to also bolster service delivery on the ground. That money should have been better used to employ more police officers, nurses, educators, and all areas where the actual service is needed.
Yeah, the fact that we also heard today from the Department of Public Service and Administration that the rot goes so far that, in fact, some of these ghost workers have government employees' funds. So saying that the government employees' pension fund has been affected says whatever is going on surely is well organized, and that is the true issue of it, that this isn't technical glitches that are taking place.
Yes, and that is the concern that as the PSA we have raised, now that the government has introduced a program where they are encouraging early retirement without penalties. And our fear is that a lot of money may be channeled through, these unscrupulous channels for people who should not be claiming the pension funds. It's something that we really need to be careful of, because this is theft. It is a deep-rooted problem that has to be rooted out, and it is all due to the lack of systems and lack of controls in government generally.
What is it that you believe, from a capacity point of view, is allowing for this to continue? And, you had a member of Parliament, of course, asking, what is the name of the ghost? What is the cell number of the ghost? Surely there should be processes that are, within our systems that are able to constantly be able to check on those incredibly important details.
Indeed, we agree that it is not rocket science to trace and locate where the monies have been going. We have systems, we have technology in place, and we have law enforcement authorities, we have the intelligence, we have all these resources that we can utilize to locate the money. Where has this money been going? Definitely, if there is an employee, that employee has a bank account. So it should be easy for government to trace where this money has been going, and ensure that those who are found wanting for defrauding government are brought to book, and they are made known. They are put behind bars where they belong, because they have robbed our people of the jobs in a country that has an ever increasing unemployment rate. These are things that we cannot accept. It is a disservice to all of us. It is a disservice to the taxpayers. It is disservice to our communities.
Yeah. What is it that we need to do to clean this up? Because obviously now there needs to be just a discovery of how far this issue goes of ghost workers, how much really is being taken. But how then do you go about cleaning it up and then ensuring that we don't have this problem again in the future? What needs to be done there?
Well, it is not rocket science. If you are an accounting officer in a department, you should account for each and every individual who is earning a salary in your department. You must account for every little cent that has been spent in the name of paying salaries to the existing employees. I mean, registers, biometric equipment. These are the things that the government should be investing in. All these departments surely have internal auditors. Internal auditors can easily just draw a sample of, employees from PESAL and request that these employees come forward so that they can be seen, they can be touched, we can see them. A physical verification of employees, biometric service equipment as well, like other countries are doing, like Nigeria, Tanzania, and Kenya. They are able to know who are the public servants that are servicing the public on the ground.
Yeah. I mean, what's the next step that needs to be taken, especially by Parliament? Because you did hear, of course, many members of Parliament, they're quite, really unimpressed with what they heard, and wanting to hear that DPSA, for instance, comes back with more tangible information for the sake of accountability for taxpayers that are listening to this and are hearing that 3.9 billion rand is being paid to workers that don't exist. Those answers need to happen. So what is your request on what Parliament needs to do next?
Well, Parliament is rightfully seeking clarity and enforcing compliance. And correctly, they have indicated that those who do not comply, there must be consequences. And it remains to be seen if indeed Parliament will hold the relevant individuals or the accounting officers accountable for this. And that is exactly what we want as the PSA. We are tired of this issue of government always saying that the public wage bill has grown to a level that is unacceptable, that is not sustainable. They are forever making that an excuse when the public servants are demanding better salaries and better wages, and also demanding that the government departments be capacitated with actual warm bodies. It needs a political will to ensure that those that are in power indeed hold the department, the government employees and government accounting officers accountable for all these things.
Yeah, we're going to leave it there, Mr. Mautla. Mautla, thank you so much for speaking to us, though. But obviously, a very concerning matter there. Madimetja Mautla is with the Public Servants Association.